Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, it's Monday. Monday's the day of the week. We go to the top of the workshop, look at the top performing map of the moment, and it's freaking glorious. It's actually so glorious, it's so jam-packed with stuff, that today's show has to be a little bit longer to be able to show, well, all of the stuff that you're going to want to see. So settle down. You might want to get a cup of coffee for today's show. It's going to go on a bit, but it's worth it. Now, before we crack on, I just need to let you know there's a very slim chance that there may be a What's Map missing this week, possibly. I'm not aiming for it, I'm looking to hit my targets and get all the shows out. But it's Christmas week in the BonBon household, the first time the UK government's let our family all get together because of you know what. And so we've finally got all together, and that'll be on Sunday, which is my main recording day. Now, normally Christmas doesn't affect this because, well, I take a couple of weeks break, don't I, and do the best of the year. But no, so there's a slim chance, but I'm looking for that not to happen. But if there's no show, then maybe you could just hit the like button instead. That's right, clicking that like button's a really good way of saying, hey BonBon, why is there no show today? There will be, but just in case there isn't. Today's map is River Maze by Sidai, and first of all, yes, I got very lost in this map, and yes, it is amazing. I know you're waiting for that pun. I'll get it out of the way now. Not doing it again. There's your start square, and I got lost looking for that, as you'll see on the flyover. Then you've got your terrain heights. It's plateaus and valleys. Very strikingly beautiful as well. The resources are strong and splashed across the map like that. And then if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, we even have a little bit of tuna just on the exit out of the harbour area there. It's all good. Right, off to the workshop. What do we need? No DLC required today. There's a few things to subscribe to, including the Italian coast theme from Eggsy, who has got a map this week as well, so watch out for Eggsy later this week. And the coastal LUT. We've got some relight settings, some ultimate eye candy settings, which I thought were not going to work. Thought they were not going to work. Do you know what? They work. I thought they were going to be too dark. Nope, they work lovely. Custom bridge, custom rocks, more bridges, some insane detailing today, 2-lane country roads, recommendation for the 81 tile mod, unlimited trees, definitely a mod to have, and of course I have the old version of Daylight Classic. Now I'm kind of cursing Sidai at the moment because while I have a map coming very soon, and I've tried to be clever and use certain assets, which I don't often see, in fact, I don't think I've ever seen used in a map before. Well, Sidai, right here, right on the flyover, these little clusters of things down here, yep, he's used the exact same thing. And I thought I was being clever. Darn you, Sidai. Darn you, and you're beating me to the bullets by a week or two. I might need a bit more than 2 weeks to get the map out, but we're getting there. Also, all the way out here, I want to point this out. Okay, we've got these fences blocking off the road, and obviously they look like they're like heavy blocks of wood that have been there just to block you off from taking that dirt track. And we'll be taking this road. Now, this is a kind of talking point road. I kind of get this one. I'm going to make a comment, and then you can decide. I'm happy with this. We go to a bridge, and the bridge, which has a magnificent view over the canyon here, and look at that, look at the cliffs and the sea, and trying to hold the camera steady, it's very difficult. There you go, there, what a view. Yeah, so I reckon that bridge was being built there for the view, where a more direct route would be to have taken like the dirt road there from that junction, and if we tarmac that, it'd be a much safer route. I reckon that was there solely for the vista. Now, have a look at these fences over here as well. Obviously, it's a fly tipping area here. The fences have actually been put down over the rubble and slightly clipping through some of the rubble as well right there. Very minor. I mean, we're talking about really minor things. Now, if that's the only thing that I can find to talk about with today's map, if that's the only, I mean, we're right close to the edge. It's a feature area though, close to the edge of the map, and feature area kind of cancel each other out. So yeah, I'm just saying, if that's the only thing detailing wise with the map, then this map will still get 5 stars for detail if the standards are up to scratch, and this is Sidai, so why would they not be? So anyway, yes, going back to Christmas. Oh, we've got a bit of a windy route. We can talk about Christmas for a few moments. Yes, going back to Christmas. Yes, I didn't get a chance to have a family Christmas this year. It gave me more time for recording, of course. But yes, with Sunday being taken up with me feasting and handing presents and hugging people that I've not seen for well over 18 months since I last saw my sibling. So yes, it'd be nice to actually go and spend some time with them. But I'd normally spend a lot of that day, a lot of Sunday, recording a couple of Watts maps. Now I'm getting ahead now. I'm actually a day ahead of schedule now, trying to get ahead on all of these Watts maps for next week. And looking at the maps that are coming up this week, I think some of them might be time consuming. Not just this one, some of the others actually might be sapping of time. So there is a slim possibility I might literally run out of time for recording Watts maps. So if you switch on the channel and for whatever day, it'll probably be towards the end of the week, if for whatever reason there isn't a show, don't worry, BonBon isn't dead. BonBon just literally didn't have the time. I'll try and post a community post just to say, I'm sorry, there's just not enough time for me to finish this one. There will be. There will be. I will make it work. It's just going to be a little bit challenging. On top of that, I'm still trying to work on my own map and get that one out as soon as I can. But yeah, I want to get it out in June. I'm getting close. I reckon I'm about 90% done now. Just got a little bit of fine tuning on the forests to do. Not much to talk about here. It's just a glorious drive. But yeah, I've got a little bit of fine tuning on my forests to do. A little bit of fine tuning on on one detail area, one feature area, and then I'm just going to do checks and do a bit of testing. Make sure the map actually runs as I'd like it to. Right. Okay. This road is now running out of plateau. We're running out of plateau. Which means we can get to, yes, you get it, it's a big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge, don't they? We'll have a little look. A little bit of stop-start traffic here. Tiny little bit of stop-start traffic. It's actually on both sides of the bridge as well. If you come over here, you can see them slowing down over here too. I think it might be this end that's causing the stop-start at the other end, possibly. It's not a huge problem. I don't think it's actually going to affect because we've got plenty of highways and byways and rivers, plenty of rivers. So I don't think it's going to actually slow your city build or stop your city build, but it's just something that is just a little bit, just slowing. It's just a bit slowing. Right, okay, next bit. Some of you aren't going to like it. I absolutely love it. Okay, here we go. Because this is kind of a fantasy map. This little tunnel here, where do you think that goes? Well, not very far actually. Not very far at all. It just emerges over here into this switchback. Look at this built into the rocks. I think this has been done to the highest of standards. And you know me, I'll be the first one to pick on it and say, nope, that doesn't work for me if it didn't work for me. I think that is done to the highest of standards. Very hard for me to get the camera in and get it still and steady in that area. So if you want to check it out for yourself, yeah, subscribe to the map. Remember to like up the map when you do so as well. And then just check it out for yourself. But yeah, I'm not going to do it, especially the show being as long as it is, holding the camera steady so you can have a look at some switchbacks. So I'm telling you, they're a little bit fantasy. But I love them. I absolutely love them. I wouldn't change a thing with them. Right, okay, we're now down onto proper highways. And just check the pillars here. Pillars are okay. Pillars are okay. I think they could be slightly more straddly of the river. But honestly, not a huge grumble. Nothing I would mark the map down on. That intersection there is perfectly nice as well. Little bit of road stress going on here. Just a tiny little bit. But I think we can put that down to oil on the road. It's just a little patch, tiny little patch. So let's just say oil on the road there. I want to try and get that 5th star for detailing for Sidai if I can. Because, do you know what? Sidai is long overdue an all-star map, aren't they? They are long overdue. They've done some maps that frankly were all-star maps. And I found reasons not to be generous with that 5th star. So yes, just talking that. There you go. Little shadow on the road there. Don't worry, it's nothing wrong. It's just a shadow from the tree. It's fine. And then we head over there here, and remember this crossover road here. This is going to be relevant in a few moments time, okay? But yeah, a little crossover road there, and I just skip straight past it. And then we have the highway going off through. I mean, this is a great theme as well. Heads up to Eggsy. This theme is really very striking indeed, and certainly is working the map really nicely. Oh, hang on, here you go. There's a few more of those plopped fence things that are just straddling over the wood there and straddling over the wood there. I'm just wondering whether they would have put the fences down first and then put the woods afterwards. Again, it's arguable that they would have put those fences down over the woods. So I can't mark it down, but I suspect it would be fences first, and then we'll just throw this on the other side of those fences. So I think it's wrong, but I can't technically mark that one down. Can't technically anyway. But the first one, I think, with it was glitching through. I think we can on that one. Right, another intersection here. I'm looking for the start square at the moment, by the way. At this point, I'm thinking, I didn't come this route before. But while we're over here, let's have a look at, we've got this. I find this hysterical. It's America, okay? And look, it's a lovely place to live. There's all the billboards. Lovely place to, oh yes, we just throw some stuff behind the billboards. I did. I found that hilarious. I actually genuinely laughed out loud when I saw that one. So credits for making my day. Another big old bridge everybody loves, yet another big old bridge, and this heads us off to the edge of the map. And now I clearly am lost because I wanted to get to the start square. So do you remember this crossover I told you to remember? Yes, actually here's where I was meant to turn off. Okay, so turning off here, you actually get an underground junction that loops back to the here. Very slickly done as well. Another little bridge here. Another intersection here, which is very slick, and then we're just flying past all these little roundabouts. A little bit of strain there. Any blue mantle? No chance. Been hidden with prop rocks, if there ever was, of course. If there ever was. Sidai is determined for there to be no blue mantle on this map, because you know that unless it's an extreme circumstance, like the blue mantle is facing the edge of the map only, you're gonna not get your 5th star if there's a hint of blue mantle. Okay, there's your start square intersection. We got there in the end. We got there in the end. How lovely. How nice. Let's head on down to, we've got a port area over here. We're not going to go to the edge of the map again. We're going to go to the port area. And I'm going to jump on the rail, and it's going to be a short trip on the rail. There is more rail, but again, most of it is of the highest, well, it's all of the highest standards, but we just need to get moving because this show's going to go on forever. Now this port area, docks area, you'll see it's everybody's favourite factory graveyard. They've all been dumped down here. Do you know what? I think it kind of works for the area. I know it's just copy and paste and plopped, but I think it actually works with this map, with that area. That's fine. That does the job. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you'll do exactly the same job, and I'll say, do you know what? On this map, it doesn't work. It works on this map. Anyway, and it's not just so I can give the 5th star for detail. It's not. I promise. I promise, everybody. I'm not sucking up. I want to do it. I want this to be an all-star map. So let's make it an all-star map. Let's not find anything. Better not be anything, Sidai. There better not be anything. Oh, this is amazing. Now, I'm going to go down the ground level here, which is going to be just slightly below rail level. Okay, so, because this is not going to work at this level. So, yeah, ignore the very bottom 10% of the screen. Okay, I'm just checking here for wires going through pillars, anything glitching onto the tracks, all those sort of things. Because this is the sort of thing which, to get this done to the highest of standards, is extreme quality of work. Do you know what? We've got extreme quality of work right there. That's amazing. Amazing. Anyway, the rail then just follows off around and bends off, and we're heading off towards the edge of the map, which means we'll be taking the intermission. When we come back from the intermission, we'll check the shipping. There won't be anything wrong with that. Check the water flow. Plenty of rivers, so there shouldn't... Oh, and I love the stacking of the pillars. Look at that. Pillars upon pillars. And then I'm going to loads of little feature areas to show you. Some of them really very nice indeed.
Who is the mysterious modder, perhaps the greatest motto of them all. Why the heck are they named after a flightless bird? Find out more when BonBonB met Bloody Penguin and Skylines talk now.
And so back to River Maze by Sidai and the shipping routes. So we have two shipping routes. One comes in right from the edge of the map here. The other one, the one that we followed. They go up into the docks, and Sidai has got them covered into every single bit of dock that you might want to stick a harbour, or a port or a dock. There you go. It's all covered. And this one goes up here, up this river area here. Do you know what? I'm happy with that. Very happy indeed. Okay, water flow. We've got countless rivers, so you should be all right. The main river to get started with is this one. You'll notice here there's no water flow until this point because we have spawn points right here. We have a little bit of water flow to get started with, and then there's a spawn point over here to drain it away. So you're going to be okay. There's your spawn points there. You're going to be okay for water flow, and then when you can expand out, you'll be even more okay. The map as a whole, I just love the design of this map. This combined with the theme is amazing. We've got a rocky cove over here. Love again the underwater rock detailing. Just brings a little bit of extra to that area. We've got some perfect beaches. I mean, they're not really done to the nth degree. They're done to the right degree. And then over here, this is obviously where the boats are coming in and out, and the rock and foliage detailing along the sides of that are very strong too. This little harbour area with all the vanilla piers, do you know what? Again, I think it works. I'd never ever say that with those vanilla piers, because once you put two together, they look, well, like duplicates. And on this map, for some reason, for me, it works. Loads of lovely water areas. I'm skimming over these areas because we're going to have a look at some feature areas close up in a moment. So I'm just doing a quick overview of the entire map for you guys. This area stands out as being a bit different. At first I thought, what the hell? The more I look at it, the more I like it. The more I think it actually works. How that geologically came about, I do not know. Somebody will explain it to me. But do you know what? I'm good with it. I'm absolutely good with it. Again, more hilly plateaus over this way, and plenty of flat river basins to actually get in and build as well. Right, okay, now let's have a look at some things. Okay, this one, everybody loves a big old bridge, don't they? Yeah, me too. Have a little look at this. It just clips the edge of the lane. Now, strictly speaking, it's not actually encroaching onto the lane, but it could be slightly more centered. And that's the case on I think all four of those lanes, each side. I'm just going to leave it as it was. It's not encroaching, so you could say technically it's not wrong. So you're probably getting away with that one as well, Sidai. Probably. It's a castle. This is an amazing looking castle, actually. It's actually built into the rock. We've got the rail tunnel running right the way through the middle of it. Let's go and find the entrance to the rock castle over here. And I wasn't sure I was going to like this. When I saw the screenshots, I thought, not too sure. Now I'm in here. I really like it. Little picnic area in there with the old ice cream van. Thank you for that. Now I'm in there. Do you know what? I really like that. That's an amazing castle. And then we've got loads of water feature areas. We're just going to pick out this one because we've got little footpaths running across these little slipway dams. It just connects up two different rivers. I, again, really adore this work. Oh, hang on. What is that? What is that? What is that? Let's move it. I'm undoing it. Let me see if I can redo it. Yeah, it's all connected in together now. Yeah. I can leave that like that. There you go. Come out of that. There you go. It's fixed. See? It's fixed. What's the problem? What's your problem? No blue mantle at that end. So yeah, it was just that end over there. Just a hint. Just a one tap of the page up button. Love this area. Love this area as a whole. This reservoir is like the high point of the map for me, all told. The old slipways here are completely dry. You can see where the water would normally go. It's really wet and dense and boggy and whatever there. And I'm really liking this little illusion here. We have this tunnel of water going through the factory. Okay, love this. Of course, we all know that it can't go through the factory. And I'm going to come down here for a little sneak look. Okay, this doesn't count. I'm not scoring points off for that, because I know it can't possibly go through the factory. But I just wanted to have a look at that. And then again, underwater detailing again. When they flooded the reservoir, the castle bit there just got drowned. These things happen. There are drowned villages all over the world where there used to be, and drowned towns in some places in China. Yeah, we've got all. Oh, and this path. Now I do hope this goes somewhere nice. I do hope this goes somewhere very nice. But by the time we get there, we're going to be exhausted. We're going to want a sandwich. We're going to want a sandwich and a nice cold drink out of our rucksacks. Well, this is a bit treacherous, this path along here. I mean, it's doable. It's doable. And, oh yes, there's an end to the path. I see the end to the path. A little picnic area. How lovely is this picnic area? We've even got a barbecue. We can toast our sandwiches. Oh, hang on. It's these picnic tables again. Will you top creators stop doing this to picnic tables? That's not what they're intended for. Oh, I'm so picky, aren't I? Another part of my favourite parts of the map is this high point. This is the highest point on the map. Look at the erosion. Look at the erosion on these hills as we come down. This is absolute freaking amazing work. Just look at this. So believable and so striking and amazing. Visually distinct. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, hang on, why have we not got a water connecting through? There's got to be if there's no explanation, I'm going to mark the map down for this one. There's no reason for that water not to connect through to, I would say, the ocean. I'm assuming it's the ocean. And then I found this dam. And it's obviously controlled water. And that means that we can stop the water from flowing out when we want to. And that makes all of the sense. Now back here, I just want to remember this crossover. See the pillars under here? I thought they were there hiding Blue Mantle. It looks like there's some Blue Mantle behind, doesn't it? But there wasn't. I moved all the pillars to check, and there wasn't. They're just there for detailing. All of the credit. And check out the beauty of these waterfalls. They're crystal. These waterfalls could be used to sell toothpaste. They really could. That's just the beauty of this is so good. But that's not why we're here. I wanted to show you this. Another little trick that I'm doing in my own map, not with the abandoned cottage, the burnt out cottage, with another random custom asset, random vanilla asset, sorry. But if you have a look here, it has vanilla trees. Okay. Well, if I move the house, we move it. There we go. Pull it out. You can see the vanilla trees are there. But the way they've been done, they clip into the custom trees in a way that's actually more beautiful than the way that I've done it. And I'm really jealous. Really jealous. I might have to change my map a little bit to allow for that kind of work. Always learn from the best. Always learn from the best. And Sidai would be definitely a good one to learn from. Alright, let's have a little look down here. Oh, hang on, just show you the Start Square roundabout. Slightly elevated roads. That's not a problem. I just sort of point that one out just in case you wanted to know. And we have an asset of the day. It finally got to it. 23 minutes into the show. It's the Aloha Gas Station by Meshed. I believe I did read the description like 2 days ago when I subscribed to this one. I believe this is based on a real gas station in, yes, you guessed it, Hawaii. And yeah, I think this would work perfectly well pretty much in most city builds. All credit. Love it. Good work as always. Factoids. Factoids because factoids. And I've lost my factoids. I've got it. Okay, in ancient Peru, oh, this is a good one. In ancient Peru, when a woman found a ugly potato in the ground, it was her custom for her to smash it into the face of the nearest man. As you do. As you do. So yes, beware women carrying ugly potatoes. I don't know An ugly potato. I mean, yes, ugly potatoes, I guess. And then there you go. The Aloha Gas Station by Mesh. That's really lovely. Great work. Keep them coming, Meshed. Keep them coming. And we'll be going towards the end of the show, which can only mean one thing. It's time to vote on the map. What do you think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen, or the link in the description. It will take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple or a Patreon account. But what do I think of today's map? It's rubbish. It's rubbish. I refuse to give it any stars. It stinks. It stinks. Yeah, okay, aesthetics. It not only is a stunning looking map, it's memorable as well. You can get really good looking maps, but then you forget about them. You're not going to forget this one. 5 stars. Detailing. So harsh. So harsh. If there was any doubt that whether I should drop it to a high 4, it was sealed by that strip of blue mantle. If there was any doubt, I was hovering. I didn't know. Blue mantle killed it. So it's as high as you can go 4-star map. Gameplay potential, yep, pretty much unlimited. Absolutely love it. Loads of plays, and you're gonna have so much fun with this one. And the screenshots you're gonna get are amazing. 5 stars, through and through. Yeah, sorry Sidai. Sorry Sid. Had that blue mantle not been there, you probably would have got the seal of approval. Nah, you can have that anyway. I'll throw that one in for free. Yeah, it was touching. There were a few little things that I was like, well, the bridge with the things just touching the edges of the road, and the slightly wedged in picnic table that it took me forever to find. You know, feature area, but it took me forever to find it. I don't do things lightly, you know. If you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. Use the words of the day into the comments. Score yourself some population points just for fun. Use it as part of a sentence, as I just did, and then it hides it from the rest of the community. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series.